It was supposed to be held 3 months after the presidential election. Over a year later, the president endorses the final legislative step to regulate the parliament elections. His decision followed the escalation in militant attacks across the country. The president believes new legislation are urgently needed to assist the government in fighting terrorism. For that, he needs the parliament. Critics fear that the law has been rushed for security purposes. Many political parties believe it marginalizes their presence in the next parliament.
Of course, there are many political parties against the law. They're taking us back to the old problems. The law was not open for public and political discussion. Unfortunately, all the recommendations put forward by the parties were neglected.
I hoped more seats would have been dedicated to political party lists in the division of voting districts and the election law. We should encourage political parties instead of making the elections based on individuals. This will lead to puritanical voting measures.
The law divided the country into 205 districts of individual candidates and 4 four-party lists. With the poor financial resources of most parties, promoting just one list in quarter the districts of the country is an impossible mission. But the government says political parties want an easy way to enter the parliament.
Political parties have marginalized themselves. The proof is in the streets. If you ask Egyptians what is the role of the parties, most answers will be, we don't feel the influence of the parties. We have more than 100 parties and they have no role in society. Very few of them in limited areas have some activities. Therefore, I see that those who exert effort will get elected. History shows that powerful political parties could easily win elections that only have individual candidates.
Egypt has been without a parliament since 2012. The Constitutional Court has dissolved the Islamist-led parliament because an early version of the law was not equally representing the distribution of the population. The upcoming parliament will be composed of 668 elected seats. Only 5 of them are dedicated to political party lists. Since his election, President Abdel Sisi was the chief of the executive authority and the sole legislator in the country. After the recent attacks in the Sinai and Cairo, he expressed his hope that the parliament would convene before the year ends. He urged Egyptians to choose a coherent parliament so that legislations would not be delayed because of differences between candidates. Adel EL Mahrouky, Sisi TV, Cairo.